Swedish ladies later on the very last board. They got to the right strain, but not the right level, because I mean 6 diamonds can be defeated.
As it was in this match.
Yes,
so
very
it was
interesting.
Yeah, it repeated a lot of things because Pepsi and Rosenberg used a similar little gadget that we had seen Grew and Moss using. They used the 2-diamond either transfer to hearts or minors bid because Rosenberg, I think, had 4 clubs and 6 diamonds and a strong hand, but they ended up getting to the wrong strain and went down on the club rough.
Right, there's even more to it. the Swedish ladies bid for 7 clubs off the ace of spades, sorry, ace of clubs obviously, was the same pair that bid 5 hearts the other day with Queen Jack 10 to 5 opposite a void when they had 6 spades and 6 diamonds cold.
Well, they're a pretty strong pair, so it's surprising seeing some of these results.
Yeah, it must have been a Roman keycard accident. I mean, East-West wouldn't bid there, would they? So it must have been a keycard accident.
Yeah, they didn't even have a void. I mean, that's usually when these things happen, when there's a void involved. There's a famous hand from the Vanderbilt several years ago where Levin and Weinstein had exactly that kind of accident where they had a void and they bid key card and they ended up in 6 diamonds off the ace of diamonds, and they ended up winning 2 imps on the board because the opponents did the same thing and got doubled.
Yeah, it was 7 diamonds actually off the ace.
7 diamonds, that's what I meant, 7 diamonds, yeah.
Yeah, it was a 2-imp game because at
yes.
the other table Del Monte and Bakshi also bid 7 diamonds.
So the declarer got it right in the other room. So Bulgaria starts off with 11 imps. They got 10 imps on the last board of the previous set, so they're right back in this thing.
Absolutely.
So I believe their other pair only played one of the sessions yesterday, and they're not in again today. I wonder if they're planning on playing them in the 6th session.
That's a good question. I don't think they will. But then there's a problem. They have to play 1/3, but that's overall, I believe. But they didn't play more than exactly 1/3 in the round robin.
Yeah, I thought it was 1/3 in each match, but I'm not that familiar with all of the WBF rules.
Not me either. Well, they would still win the title, wouldn't they? Has it something to do with medals, master points, whatever?
Yeah, something. I think they still get to claim being world champions, but not if they win, but not receive the medals and the placing points and all of that stuff. But it's certainly not unprecedented for a team to sit one of its pairs. Italy did that, was it 2 years ago? Maybe 4 years ago?
Yeah, I don't recall. You're probably right.
I think they said someone wasn't feeling well, but I'm not sure if that was the real reason.
What do we know about the double? What do you know, Adam, without looking it up?
Well, my guess is that they're playing it showing one suit here, either either they're playing something like Don't in the balancing seat or Meckwell, where it would show, if it's Don't, it would show any one suit. If it's Meckwell, it would show one minor or both majors. But clearly, this is how they showed just diamonds.
Right. Won't have a match between France and New Zealand up, and there's an obvious reason for it, as you will have guessed. New Zealand conceded 139 imps behind. I don't blame them. I really don't. I mean, they are going to play tomorrow again, right, for the bronze medal, so why not get some extra time off? Ah, if it's Wolsey, then it shows a one-suiter. And Al tells us it's Wolsey.
Usually a Wolsey double is a 4-card major and a longer minor.
Yes,
so maybe they
extended this.
Yeah, in the balancing seat, maybe they do something else. Oh, I guess they just say it can also be diamonds. Interesting.
But it's true, in traditional Wolsey, it would show a 4-card major and a longer minor.
So this contract is not going to have an awful lot of play. He's got 4 top losers in the majors, and he's got to lose the ace of clubs, and he's still got another club loser to deal with, and really no place to pitch it.
Well, what about that we count his tricks instead? I count 6 diamond tricks on 1 club.
Yes. Now, with this lead, he might be able to set up the queen of spades for a pitch using the king of clubs as an entry if the defense doesn't get their tricks fast enough.
Yeah, they have to knock out the king of clubs.
Yes, they need to knock the king of clubs out and set that second club trick up before they set up the queen of spades, which is not going to be particularly hard to do. This is probably a count situation with the queen fifth in the dummy. Maybe not, since he made a takeout double. You know, it's unlikely he has a doubleton spade. Or maybe they play suit preference there. But they got the club shift right, so pretty trivial to get this down to now.
If you knew the layout, you would lead another low club, and there's a chance that the card will go 3 down. And indeed he will.
Look at that. He's not playing the 1-no trump hitter for anything. Well, I guess it's a mini no trump. But still, he's got to have something. So, nice defense.
Yes, spectacular. 300 is a very good score. Yes, you can make away, but
Yeah.
it was a 14-16 no trump, by the way.
Yeah, it was a real no trump, looking at it, yeah. So I'm a little surprised he didn't get that right. Interesting, they just passed out one no trump in the other room. And they got a spade lead, so that's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tricks, 6 tricks immediately for declarer. Oh, gonna have to get the heart right. Do we know what their 2 spade opening is? I know 2 diamonds is multi, so is this a little bit stronger? Yeah, Al confirms.
Yeah, it is a weak 2 in a sense. It would normally be 6 cards. It is unusual that it's 5, but you know, in third seat, and you have you know pretty good hands, so I think 2 spades is fair. They play the same method I do, you know, with a multi, a weaker weak 2.
Do you use 2 hearts as Flannery as well?
I hope you wouldn't ask me that question. No, I don't.
I didn't think so. All right, so you got 2 sure diamond losers and 2 sure heart losers. So you got to pick up the rest of the tricks with no losers.
So, new leader after board 3. 1-0 went 1 down in the other room.
Yeah, he got the spade lead, which helped, but then he got the hearts wrong, and he finessed into the hand, which just laid down 6 diamonds, and he was down 1. So, a bit unlucky there.
Well, this is...
So it's possible to make this if you get everything right.
yeah. What about a hard contract in the north-south direction? You only have 3 top losers.
Yeah, it's a pretty good contract.
Well, you need hearts 3-2 and diamonds 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, I think 3-3 or 4-2 diamonds is probably good enough.
Is there a problem still if they shorten you with the long diamonds with repeated black leads? Then you're down to 3 trumps. And then you cannot get back to the diamonds and so I think that's a problem in 4 hearts.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, because you're going to get tapped at the beginning, and then you have to set up the diamonds and draw trumps. No, I think you can probably make 4 hearts. They're in 3 diamonds at the other table.
That looks solid. 4 losers, 3 blacks and a trump.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to touch that. So he's just taken the spade finesse in our room and seen it work, but South has shown out. So he has to figure out how to play the clubs, right? Does he finesse in clubs? Does he play for the split? Or does he play for the club length to be with the spade length and try to rough the last one? It turns out that's the play. He wants to play king of clubs, queen of clubs, rough a club, and then he'll have the rest. But the other lines could easily be right. I would kind of guess that he's going to finesse the 10 of clubs. Since he knows West started with 4 spades and, North started with 4 spades and South only 1. South rates to have the club length.
The England women are in 4 hearts, I'm told. And the fence began spade, club, 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 roughed. Is there a way to make it? Did you say that, Adam?
I thought so. Queen of diamonds, come back to hand with the trump, rough a diamond, draw the trump, and all your diamonds are good. Yeah, this is a tough decision to make. That, you know, he knows the South. South had a lot more diamonds, but North had more spades. So looks like he's playing for either the club splitting or some sort of squeeze.
There is. If he discards the diamond, I didn't see, but obviously he did discard the jack of diamonds.
Yeah, nice little double squeeze. So well done.
There's a double squeeze. Yeah, well done. And Catherine Draper made her 4 hearts.
Yep, that's good bidding to get to 4 hearts. So West might be too strong for a balancing 1 no trump here. He might have to double first. A lot of us nowadays are playing the balancing no trump having a pretty wide range, so I would bid a no trump here.
Right. I only play it wide ranging after a major, 1 major pass.
Yeah.
After one of the minor, I played as 11-14.
Yeah, over the major you really need the wider range because you just have a lot less room to work with. And it's unlikely you're going to be able to double and rebid 1 no trump like he was here. So how is 3 no trump here? 5 club tricks, couple aces is 6, the king of spades is on side for 7, you can get another diamond trick is 8, the queen of hearts is behind the king, So there's 9 tricks there. It's just a matter of whether the defense can take 5 first. And they don't really have any suits to go after.
No, they have no sorts of tricks.
Their best bet is probably spades, but that can only get them 3 tricks. It looks like the sort of hand where North is very likely to end up getting end played at the end. So the diamond lead gives Declare his second diamond trick without having to lose a trick, which is a useful thing. So 5, 6, 7, that gets him up to 8 tricks. So now all he needs to do is lead a major. He's pretty sure where those honors are. I'd expect him to probably win the jack of diamonds here, maybe cash the ace-queen of clubs to test, make sure clubs are splitting, and then lead a heart towards the queen.
Yes, but he may get that wrong. He will probably replay to the 9.
Yeah, he only needs one more trick, and he knows North has to have most of the values. Not all of them. They open fairly light. But he is vulnerable, and South didn't respond, and they responded. Okay, so same line being declared in both rooms, who won the jack of diamonds and cashed the top two clubs in his hand, making sure those are splitting. So now he knows he has 8 tricks. He just needs to get one more.
So here's a question from a new listener. Why don't we broadcast from the other semi-final? It's because we have no players. New Zealand conceded after the fourth set. 139 imps. So a triumph for the hosts, France, getting to the finals of the Bermuda Bowl.
Well, they were certainly one of the favorites pre-tournament. They got a very strong lineup.
Yes, and also European champions, reigning European champions.
Yep.
From Budapest last summer.
I believe on our poll on bridge winners, they were the number 2 choice after USA1. It's a little biased. We have mostly a North American audience.
No. That's a relevant question I got now. I have already mentioned it or commented on it. I just like it. But what is your opinion on conceding in a Bermuda Bowl semi-final? I don't have strong feelings. If I've had enough, I had enough. Goodbye. What's your view, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, I like to play bridge, but you're there to compete and win. And when that's no longer possible, there's not that much point in playing anymore. It certainly does give an advantage to your opponent that they get to take the time off and rest, but they've kind of earned that by beating up on you so badly. So I certainly don't have any problem with it. I have conceded before in matches where I was down. It's demoralizing to get beat that badly, so it's kind of understandable to just want to throw the towel in sometimes. Usually by that point in the match, everybody's mad at their partner, and it's often a good idea just to stop playing bridge. So the player ends up getting that king of spades anyway, so an over trick, same in the other room, push. So I just looked at the poll on bridge winners again, Roland, predicting who would win the Bermuda Bowl. 41% guessed USA1. We were all wrong.
I was also wrong. I guessed Sweden, so I lost some days ago.
14% said France, that was number 2. And then USA2 was number 3 with 9%. Bulgaria only had 1%. Oh, Sweden had 10%. They were actually ahead of USA2. Surprising. They're a very strong team, but I just figured the American bias.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I see. So the
We're-
maximum here for east-west would be 3 hearts, because 4 can be defeated on a spade ruff. If you don't get a spade lead, or a spade switch after the ace of clubs, then there is a chance
Yeah, I'm not sure that finding the spade ruff is going to be easy, but we'll see.
So North needs to lead the ace of spades, or ace of clubs followed by spades. If he leads the ace of clubs, he will get a suit preference signal from partner. Here we have it. Now it's very important that you play suit preference signals. It's so important that your partner is able to tell you where he has a card. If you play standard suit preference signals, you would now follow with a high club to ask for the higher of the side suits. If you play reverse suit preference signals, and Mac will do, by the way, then you will play the 4, your lowest. You think he'll drop the queen here? Yeah, oh wow, well, that is a wonderful card. Well done. I have to say, that is great. You have to find it at the table.
Yeah.
Well done.
That makes partner's life much easier. My queen is not just suit preference, it's pretty strong. You know, I got something useful here. So Gru played the 7 in the other.
Three-hand. And
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I would do it 15 to 17, but certainly not 14 to 16.
Oh, I wouldn't do it 15 to 17 either, because I don't think people realize that it's twice as likely that partner has 15 than he has 17. Twice as likely.
And a lot of the 17s that you need him to have, he's going to upgrade and treat them as 18 and not open a no trump with them. And he's going to be accepting on a lot of 16s.
So my philosophy is that the risk of going down in 2 no trumps is greater than the risk of missing a game if you pass.
Or partner raising you to 3 no trump and going down. So I'm 100% with you. I try to take hard to visualize the play in two spades redoubled. It might have a chance.
In the women's, we have England now leading by 21 against Sweden. China leads by 37 against Poland in the other semi-final. But let's see. Snow to the other room. Probably got a spade lead after West double.
Yes.
But what now? If he switches to a heart, it is still down, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Declare just has 8 tricks, and he needs to build the 9th one in spades. And I think the defense is going to get their tricks first.
Yeah, defense will prevail. West can even switch to the king of clubs.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll take his 8 tricks, 1 down, and I expect this to be a push.
I'd be pretty surprised if it weren't. One no trump with the left hand, Roland?
No, not me. No, I wouldn't. I have no vivid problem if I opened a diamond. And if it's not my hand, I like to get my diamonds in. If I open a diamond, Norse will double. And I think they ignore the double and they just bit redouble maybe to show hearts, I don't know. Or 1 heart to show hearts. Let's see. I recommend that you ignore a takeout double if you know that the defense has a safe haven. So even with 10 high card points or more, if I have a singleton in an unbid suit, I wouldn't redouble, because I know they're going to escape, you know, in the suit where I have a singleton. So I'll just ignore the double and I play new suit as forcing.
Well, I like to play transfers over this double, so I would redouble to show hearts, but I guess they don't do that.
Fine. So we may see 2 diamonds now as a sign-off, or maybe 2 clubs as a puppet to 2 diamonds. Fleischer knows that partner is unbalanced, 5 diamonds, but they could bid a natural 2 diamonds.
So he's got 5 diamond tricks and a club. The king of spades is behind the ace. That's 7 tricks.
Yes, but now that he knows that the jack of hearts is finessable,
So they did open the West hand and no trump in the other room. Their 1 diamond of promised diamonds.
Surely east passed opposite 14-16.
Well, North bid 2 no trump.
Wow. 1 no, 2 no.
Hearts and a minor.
But what would you force partner to the 3 level? Oh dear. Love all? So what happened next? Did East double 2 no trumps?
Nope. South just bid
South
3
bid
clubs,
3 clubs?
basically
West
asking what
bid
the
3 diamonds?
minor was, and there it goes.
And then 3 clubs.
Yep, they're in 3 clubs. So I play this method with a lot of people. We play transfer landy. So over 1-0 trump, 2 clubs shows the majors, 2 hearts and 2 diamonds are transfers, usually 1 suitors, or they can be 2 suitors with a 5-card suit. And 2 spades shows 4 spades and a longer minor, and
So strong club now. North has 16.
that would be my choice.
Spade. Yes, sure. One club, 1 diamond by South. Super max for a negative response. West will not get involved with his balanced 14. So 1 club, 1 diamond and 1 spade from North. And then South has to show that he has something.
Yeah, you usually want some sort of method for him to show a maximum without a fifth. In the Meckwell style, it's 2 clubs over 1 spade. I don't know exactly what these guys play. But the Meckwell stuff is so good that a lot of people have started playing it, at least in the States.
So 2 clubs is what shows values, 5 to 7 without a fifth? Did you say?
Yes, exactly.
What is 1-0 trump? What is 1-0 trump?
1-0 trump shows less
second
than
negative?
That. Yeah, exactly. So in the Meckwell style, one spade could be only 4, and it's forcing. And so 2 clubs is a maximum without a fit, and 2 diamonds is a maximum with a 3-card fit.
Right. So evidently North-South do not play the same here.
No,
since
it doesn't
1-0
look like
trump
it.
must show values for them. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a more straightforward approach. So Gru made 3 clubs in the other room, so 5 imps for making partials in both rooms to USA2.
In standard, the contract would probably be 2 diamonds. 1 spade, 1-0 trump, 2 diamonds, pass. I mean, South doesn't even have a courtesy raise. So 3 diamonds would show more than South has, and that may persuade North to bid again. And you don't want to be any higher than 3, preferably only 2.
Yeah, there's only three obvious losers, a club of heart and the ace of trumps, but it's got a little bit of work to do, but with the spades 3-3, I don't think it's going to be a problem. So in the other room, Crew and Moss are playing precision because they're not vulnerable, and they started the auction the way I suggested. A club, a diamond, a spade, two clubs. And over that, two diamonds says, I don't think we have a game, let's do something smart.
But two diamonds shows diamonds.
No, it's not necessarily diamonds, I believe. And so he's going to just take the preference back to two spades, and I think they're going to play in two spades.
Right, but that will also make it.
Yeah. The priority in these one club, one diamond precision auctions is identifying if we have game, and if not, putting the brakes on quickly. So now that the spades have set up, there's not too much. So if they can make three spades in the other room for 140, they'll have a good match point or board a match score. It won't help very much in this event, though.
Well, every imp counts. So is this the Akron convention? But it may have a different range there. It shows both majors, obviously. We don't have to look that up, but the range is interesting.
I'm betting that North passes two diamonds.
Yep, that would be my choice.
That's a brutal hand. Have your partner open, showing weak with both majors.
Three to 10. Right. What a range. 3 to 10. This contract has a problem, of course. It's a good lead. Now declare I will win in dummy with the ace to lead a spade up. But
it's really not that bad a spot. It's unfortunate with the 5-1 split. Not surprising considering how shapely the north-south hands are.
Now, what would you do as East? Not knowing the south hand. Now, when a spade is played from dummy, Adam, would you just follow small, smoothly, or would you go up? You have to decide now. You know a spade will come now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's tough to know. It's tough to know whether the one spade trick is more important or however many pitches you might be setting up.
Exactly. And it turned out to be wrong to rise. It would have been better to duck.
Yeah, because that's 3 pitches. But obviously south spades don't have to be that strong. So I think I'm usually inclined to duck in those situations, but it can be disastrously wrong. But as you said, you can kind of see this coming, so I would have made my plan at trick 2, and I would have known what, if I was going to take the ace of spades, what I wanted to play at trick 3.
But after the lead, you know that declarer has the jack of diamonds. So when you see the lead and the dummy is spread, you know that declarer has the jack of diamonds.
Absolutely.
Could be a singleton. Yes. Now all of a sudden he goes up with the ace. Then it's probably not a singleton.
Yeah, this looks like somebody who wants an entry to the dummy, or to his hand.
Yes. You know, and you have to think all that through, and of course the declarer plays fast. It's an ace partner. And then you say, well, sorry, I haven't planned the defense yet. Do you give info away regarding the space? Indirectly, I mean.
I try very hard to maintain a proper tempo at trick 1, which includes taking my time, whether declarer does or not. You know, that's the time you're supposed to think. So I don't think you transmit too much by thinking at trick 1, as long as you do it consistently. It's another thing I would like to see enforced better, though. You know, declarer should not play instantly at trick 1. There should be a mandatory small pause at least.
You know how that happens in club games. You know, dummy automatically, if dummy has a singleton, for instance, and you get to the dummy just picks that singleton right away, which of course is wrong as well. Don't play a card as dummy before your partner asks for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's obvious that he's going to play that card. Yes, true. But your partner is allowed to plan the whole hand, and so is your left-hand opponent.
Well, he made his 8 tricks.
Yeah, but I'm sure that it didn't matter whether West rose with it or not. I claim it does. I can't down if Fleischer follows more. You lose one trick, but you get a trick in return.
Well, Gibb seems to agree with you.
Thank you.
But that calculus is always really difficult to make at the table.
To 10.
So,
Five
yeah, we're seeing a lot of these exotic 2 bids on both sides, and they're coming up pretty frequently.
Forget about slam. Well, you may argue, well, 3 to 10, partner may have 2 aces. We don't know the queen. We don't need the queen of spades. Of course, partner may have the ace of hearts and ace of clubs. And then we have a lay down slam. Forget it. Partner never has those cards.
If you have a method to ask for aces below game, it can't hurt that much. A lot of us, you know, with the normal preempt, use 4 clubs as a form of key card, and that lets you stop in 4 spades. But you certainly don't want to risk getting to the 5 level when partner could have a 3 count. And the other benefit of 4 spades you're seeing here, they don't know how strong your 4 spade bid is, right? It could just be preemptive.
And that's what I like and what Larry Cohen loves about precision when it goes one spade, four spades.
It's the best
You
bid
never
in
know
bridge.
what four spades is based on. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I mean, very understandable here. Fleischer has a huge hand, and, you know, four spades could be on nothing. They could be called for 7 hearts.
Yes, this could be expensive, but I don't think Norse will double here.
I mean, he's got to do something. He bid 4 spades to make, so he's got equity to protect. He's either going to bid 5 spades or he's going to double, I think.
Well, sure. He's not going to pass.
So now he's wishing he had asked about aces. If he knew his partner didn't have any aces, he might have doubled.
Maybe if he doubles 4 no trumps, then he tells partner that 4 spades was bid to make.
Yep. I'm not sure. I'm a little surprised Fleischer didn't double.
Yeah. I get many messages about how Norse should have doubled. I get it now, but apparently from spectators who are not listening, because I said that some time ago. Yes, we both think that the Norse should double. To convey that message, my partner, 4 spades, was not a preemptive race. It was a sound race. I bid 4 spades to make.
Yeah, when you're in this sort of situation where you make this sort of 4 spade bid that's very wide ranging, at some point when you need partners' input, you need to let them know what kind of hand it is, and the double would do that. Conversely, most people play that the partner of the other person, the one who doesn't know how strong that bid is, if they double, it means I want to bid on. If you have the weaker hand, I want to sacrifice.
Well, the keeper tells me now it's better to bid 2 no trumps by Norse rather than 4 spades. Now it's easy for South to double. I don't see what difference it makes if Norse doubles 4 no trumps.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't see the need to bid 2 no trump.
Well, I don't want my left-hand opponent to get in with a minus now. Why would I bid 2 no trumps? I want to play 4 spades, so I bid 4 spades. Then they can take it from there. they want to get to 5 over minor, or 5 hearts, if they wish. If they want to double us, fine. Can hardly be a disaster.
Yeah, 5 diamonds doubled would not have been very fun, I don't think. 4
No.
off, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's about 800.
Oh, that's a costly decision there.
Ed Manfield from USA once said, the 5 level belongs to the opponents. But I think
Yeah, the problem
North
was that North had to make the decision unilaterally. He could certainly, envision hands where partner was weak enough where they were making 5 diamonds, and so 5 spades, even if it's not making, would be good insurance. So they played 2 ranges of weak 2 bids and spades here, so I would bet that he opens 2 diamonds.
that would be in range. Is that 4 to 7 for them? 3 to 7 maybe?
Yeah, something like that. So Moss and Grew are playing 3-no trump on board 10. That one, the crazy misfit where we played in 2 diamonds here. I don't think 3-no trump has a lot of play.
Yeah, 2 messages about France and New Zealand now. Yes, there is no match anymore. New Zealand conceded.
So he went down 1 in 3-no trump on board 10. So that's 5 imps to Bulgaria. 2 imp margin here.
Yes, now I expect a swing on 11 in the USA direction, and I expect a swing on board 12 in the Bulgaria direction. Let's see if I'm right. What's your estimate, Dan? What about a Coke?
Yeah, I'd say you're probably right. 11's an interesting board. We'll see what happens over there. Because Grew didn't open the south hand, so North just opened with a strong club. So at the other table on that hand, East was able to recall a diamond, and Grew showed spades, and West jumped to 3 diamonds. So it's not unrealistic that North gets a little too high. He might ask for aces.
Mm-hmm.
So we could push that board. I think East-West have probably competed enough, and they're going to shut up. So they're not going to risk 5 diamonds going for 800 or whatever.
No, but if North-South can up in 4 spades,
yes,
they would have gained 10 imps.
And they did. So Grew had a chance to cube it over 3 spades, and he
What about me? Not well done by me?
well done by you too. Good boy,
Okay.
Roland.
On to 12.
So we're expecting 10 imps to USA on that one, and 10 imps back the other way on the next one.
In the women's, England leads by 13 after 9, China by 23, also after 9. But the board's not scored there. In the England-Sweden match, the 4 spades doubled for 590. This could be a very good board for England.
I'm still putting my money on the Swedish ladies. I got faith.
They can't afford more accidents.
No, I think they've gotten that all.
You know, that pair sitting out this set. You know, what one can imagine, on the very last board of the set, and you bid to a Grand Slam off the ace of trumps. You really don't want to play again, do you?
Yeah, some people really want to get back in there, but I would think most people would be pretty happy to take a break. So their one club is either clubs or balanced hand. That's not in range for 1-no trump.
There will be no swing on the 4-spade double hand in the Sweden-England match. Sweden in the same contract.
Well, that's good news for me.
Yes, 6 diamonds is a good contract, I agree. Less so, maybe after the 2 heart bid, where you can easily have a trump loser. But even then, you have a chance of making.
Yeah, if the clubs are friendly, you can pitch both of your hearts.
Yes, but an entry will be removed on a spade lead, for instance. But then again, if you get a spade lead, you could play diamond to the king and a diamond to the ace, and then see the break. And then you will have to rely on clubs.
Yeah, it's not the best in the world, but we've certainly seen worse. And the thing is, 3-no trump's probably going to need the diamonds to come home, or the clubs, I guess. Fine. Yeah, either the clubs or the diamonds, once they knock out one of your stoppers at trick 1. So the point is that 6 diamonds is not that much worse than 3-no trump.
No, he won't get diamonds wrong here after South's preempt. So how about board 12, Adam? You have an account there. What happens on 12 in the other room?
Yeah, they just got to 4 spades.
Ah.
They opened 2 spades, which I think shows spades in a minor for them, and got a 3-heart response, which is like invitational in spades, and they bid 4 spades.
So that's 10 imps back.
Absolutely.
10 out,
you were
10
right.
in. Yeah.
So, lots of swings on those boards. Boom, boom, boom. So his question here is how many times to hold up in hearts. Usually the 2-heart bid is going to be on 6, but it certainly could be on 5. But the lead, the high-low lead, I don't know, do they usually lead low from a doubleton? Maybe not with 10 doubleton? I'm not familiar enough with their leads. What he's worried about is that the diamonds don't split, and he has to lose a diamond to north. He doesn't want him to have hearts to get back over to south. But if he ducks the second heart, they can switch to spades, which is just as bad.
Yes, and obviously it won't be a 10-inch swing on board 12 because east-west are non-vulnerable. So 450, 200, only 6.
Yes, just 6.
5 or 6, yes. It would be against the odds to finesse here.
Yeah, but he might well do it just for the safety of it, right? If he loses to north, they can't hurt him, assuming the hearts are how he thinks they are.
But are we sure that north doesn't have 10, 9, 5 of hearts?
Well,
and it would
that's
be a
the
disaster.
question. Right. But it would be really bad if he went up king here and he found south with queen third, which is against the odds, but certainly possible.
Now we see that he can't get it wrong, even if he messes, he will still make it with over tricks even. It's just a trick actually, if he finesses.
But it certainly is an interesting problem. And this is where knowing your opponents, knowing their style, knowing their leads matters an awful lot.
Well, it suggested that he could have tested clubs first, club to the ace, club to the king, to see if anything spectacular happened there. And then, of course, he would know that clubs 5-1. Then he may be inclined to finesse, you see. But that's fine, you know. That's also fine. But he cannot afford to cast the third club.
Said 6 diamonds has play.
Yeah, and you see, you can't you can't even take 2 rounds of clubs. You may not get back to your diamonds, you see.
Right, right.
But Norse did overtake, did he not? Yeah. So hearts are surely 6-2. It's not safe for South to overtake.
Yeah, he got the read right.
Didn't have 9. Yes.
Yeah. So they did make their 4 spades on board 12 in the other room, so that's 6 imps, and they're well on their way to 3 no trump on the next board, so that'll be a push.
Yes. 14, we don't know. Let's see if they get to slam or not. But, you know, we may be there to see it. Oh, probably not. They're on 15 here, still bidding. No, they won't be finished.
So it looks like it takes a club lead here to hold hearts to only 11 tricks. with everything on side. The spades on side, the diamonds on side. So you need to set up the king of spades for a club pitch, but you can't do that on a club lead.
No. And East has an easy club lead.
Yeah, it's an obvious.
All 4 tables.
I mean, the East is sitting there looking at 4 pretty likely tricks. If your partner has, if you've been raised diamonds, double certainly has a lot less going for it. So as expected, they do stop in 4 hearts, and not much the defense can do here. King of clubs lead, or queen of clubs lead maybe. Hold it to 11 tricks.
Wow. Who wants to miss the last set? I certainly don't, but my problem is that I want to be at 2 tables at the same time, because I'd also like to watch the women's, you know, as England, Sweden.
Yes. Well, sadly, I have to hit the road. I'm not going to be able to watch.
No, but there's some hope that John Swanson will be online. I know it's very early for him, 8:20 in the morning. That's very early for John Swanson, I can tell you. He normally rises at 11:30. But, you know, he was there yesterday and the day before. And then all of the 3 boys realized that he had a medical appointment and he had to leave. When is the last set, I'm asked? In 1 hour and 4 minutes.
All right, they're done with board 13 in the other room. It was a push, so we'll see what they do on 14. That's the big swing one left, it looks like. I doubt this board will be a swing.
Yeah, but it's tough getting to 6 diamonds. See.
Yeah, I would predict it's not a swing.
East would, then again, in precision, East would have to open a diamond. Isn't that wonderful if you look at the West cards? Oh, did you open a diamond, partner? Well, I have some support for that, you know.
That is funny. Their diamond promises 0 diamonds, though.
I know. But
still,
surely he can pick 2 diamonds forcing. Yes.
Yes. Well, he treated that hand as balanced and opened a no trump, 14 to 16.
Well, that's pretty good news for West also, isn't it? Because now he knows to have a fit.
Yes. So Drew came in with 2 diamonds, I assume showing one major. No, it shows hearts. They play transfer landy. So that shows hearts, and West has bid 3 clubs, a transfer. I assume they play transfer Lebensol. Another 8 count here, responding to 1-no trump.
Hmm? I'm not going to bid. Why is that a surprise that Norse passes, if he does? I'm told that the guy took 12 tricks and 1-no trump. Well, fine. Good for him. 12 tricks. That's a lot. I have to
That's a lot.
say. How many revokes?
I cannot imagine a line of play that winds up at 12 tricks. So even with the hearts on side, this is not the greatest of contracts. You got 2 sure club losers and
Certain
probably
diamond
2 losers in diamonds.
Yeah, and trumps 4-1. Forget, you see, you even have a fit here, and you don't have a game.
Now move that queen of clubs somewhere that it's useful, and you would make it the queen of diamonds. The game's pretty good. Now it's one of 2 finesses.
But, you know, at tables where they open 1-no trump 15-17, I'm sure that Norse will bid. I don't know why, but I'm sure. Let's see. I'll go through the boards later to see, oh, 15-17, oh, if we have a fit, or if partner has 17, then, you know, then we have a game. You see how much it takes for 4 spades to make.
The declarer, he's got an awful lot of work to do here. He's got to rough clubs. He's got to try to set up a second diamond trick, which isn't going to work. He's got to take heart finesse.
Now, leading towards the jack of diamonds may work, you know.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think he'll make
his
yeah.
best bet.
But it's just
Fleischer's probably just going to duck.
Well, yeah, well, maybe it's going to duck. That wouldn't be so great if the declarer had the king. But, yeah, why didn't he play diamonds from dummy then? True. But it's human, you know, to go in with the queen. It's human. And it
They've got to 6 diamonds at the other table.
Did they?
They
wow,
did,
so they
yes.
have to make it first.
They do. So West bid 3 clubs showing invitational or better in diamonds, and East just bid 3 diamonds, rejecting the invitation. and he bid 3 spades, presumably showing shortness. And then it went 3 no trump, and he bid 4 clubs, 4 spades, 6 diamonds.
9 of hearts is a better card than the 10. If you want to get past King Jack, the 9 is better. It's more likely to cover the 10. Okay, while this is playing out, let me take the opportunity to thank our excellent operator, Margarita Shabaria. Well done to her. No errors. She's been extremely good. You can't remember the operator's name. It's because she's been extremely good. Same as in soccer. You can't remember the referee afterwards. He's been extremely good. Thanks to you, Dan, Adam, for the voice commentary. Thanks to Al and Eric and David and some more on text. Thanks to the players for entertaining us. And of course, thanks to the organizers in Lyon. Last but not least, thanks to our listeners for coming this afternoon in Europe. Fun time, and I'm sure you will be back for the final set in about 55 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everybody. It's been fun. So there's still 3 boards to compare. We'll see what they do on board 14. They're in 6 diamonds, which can make if he plays it right. So that could be a big pickup for Bulgaria.
Or a big pickup for USA.
Absolutely. Yep. So they let a singleton club rather than a top heart. I'm not sure what kind of inferences that's going to give.
The declarer will look at that and say, well, would he need a singleton at Queen third of trumps?
Oh, he got it
Surely
wrong.
He must have some. Did he get it wrong?
He got it wrong. He finessed.
Wow.
He's still not dead, but he's not looking good. Maybe he figured that if he had 1 club and 2 diamonds, that would give him too many cards in the majors, and all he did, over 1 no trump, he bid 2 diamonds showing hearts when he could have bid 2 clubs showing majors. So maybe he thought he was likely to have a third diamond. I don't know.
He played in from 3-6-3-1.
Yeah, something like that. Not unreasonable, but yeah, there's a question of whether he would lead the singleton from Queen third with Queen third of trumps.
What a hand. I said, it could be a swing either way. And it's now a swing for USA, no doubt. I mean, he just can't make it anymore. Clubs don't behave, so there's no chance.
Yeah, there could be some odd sort of squeeze, but seems pretty unlikely.
You see, he's going a lot down here. I'll repeat what I said earlier. The risk of going down in 2 no trumps or heart is greater than the risk of missing a game if you pass 1 no trump.
Absolutely, yeah. He found a fit here, found partner with a decent hand. I mean, the 4-1 split was unfortunate, but yeah. too much.
Thanks everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.
So long.